I'm Amy, and for this week's Midweek 4, I wanted to focus on a topic that's been close to my heart recently. Waiting. Waiting is something that everyone contends with, whether it's waiting for a bus or waiting for a text, or as Christians, waiting for an answer to a prayer. And it's not something that's new, it's something that's been around for forever. Thousands of years ago, David wrote in Psalm 27, "Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord." He said wait for the Lord twice in one verse, so it has to be important, right? Waiting has become a bit of a regular pattern in our lives, even more so recently. Over the past year and a half, we have been in almost a constant state of waiting. Waiting for the next step, or waited for the Freedom Day. As Christians, we should be used to this, because waiting is our lives. God is in the driver's seat of our lives, and we are waiting for Him to tell us what to do. We wait for answers to prayer, we wait for healing, and most importantly, we wait for the day that Jesus will return. I've been struggling over the pandemic with the question of how long do we have to wait before God steps in. I've been expecting a massive miracle that one day we wake up and the whole world has no COVID cases. But I've been asking the wrong question, because God is stepping in. He's stepping in everywhere. Because He's not just in the big miracles, He's all around us. And He always has been. In the Bible, Joseph waited 13 years, and Abraham waited 25. Moses waited 40 years, and even Jesus Himself waited 30. So if God is making us wait on Him, then we're in good company. God made them wait, and even when He appeared to them, most of the time it wasn't necessarily obvious. Yet look what they went on to do. Look what their waiting helped them to do. Jesus waited 30 years before He did what He came to earth to do, and yet He saved all of our lives. Do you think Moses saw a burning bush in the desert and instantly knew it was God? He had waited and he had faith, and he went on to do many great things. In Hebrews chapter 6, it talks about Abraham's promise that God made. When God made His promise to Abraham, since there was no one greater for him to swear by, He swore by Himself, saying, "I will surely bless you and give you many descendants." And so, after waiting patiently, Abraham received what was promised. Abraham waited patiently, and therefore he received what was promised, his miracle child. Our waiting upon the Lord might not be answered by a burning bush, or in the form of a voice from heaven, or even a miracle baby. But no matter how long the wait may be, it will be rewarded and answered. But we need to keep an eye out for where God might be answering us. Maybe in a coincidence, and maybe we need to have the faith to realise that it wasn't a coincidence, because it's what we've been waiting for. Waiting is often perceived as a bad thing. I'm waiting on test results, or it's perceived as a waste of time, but it's not a bad thing. Yes, waiting for an answer to prayer can be difficult, and waiting for healing can hurt, whether it's for yourself or for others. But it can also help. It can help your relationship with God, and it can help you. By being strong in faith, by being strong in the waiting, and by doing what Psalm 27:14 says, being strong and taking heart. Answers will come. Solutions will appear. In my life, at periods of waiting, I have learnt that solutions do come. But maybe at the time, I don't realise that they're solutions from God. And looking back, of course they were. Coincidences, people, they were all from God. But they weren't the answer I expected. They weren't the answer I was waiting for. So in our waiting, we also need to be looking. We need to be finding God in the small things rather than losing hope when what we want doesn't happen. And while we wait, we don't have to do so passively. We can keep praying to God. We should keep worshipping Him. Strength will rise as we wait upon our Father. So wait for answers. Trust in God and keep faith in the waiting. Thank you.